Innovations Fair 2022, statewide support through the NMSBVI Assistive Technology Lending Library, presented by Fatima Portugal and Cheryl Petrie, Assistive Technology Consultants.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. We're happy to be here to share a little bit about our Assistive Technology Lending Library. Our lending library serves students with blindness and visual impairments throughout the state, and Cheryl and I work directly with the students. They're teachers of students with visual impairments, the classroom teachers, school technology specialists, related service providers, special education coordinators, and parents to identify specific assistive technology services, softwares, tools, strategies, and applications that could be appropriate for those students to access the general curriculum. And I'm just going to share my screen a little bit while I'm talking, just to show you a little bit about the services we provide and the devices that we loan out. Okay. So we conduct assistive technology evaluations and loan out devices to students for a month-long period of time to see if they're appropriate for the student. And at that time, students can then choose to purchase their own device for the student. And we have a variety of devices that the students can borrow. We have Braille note takers, refreshable Braille displays, embossers, handheld media players, keyboards. There's large print keyboards, there's foldable portable keyboards, there's wired keyboards and wireless Bluetooth keyboards. We have handheld video magnifiers. We have desktop video magnifiers that are more portable than the older CCTV that we used to have. We have large screen monitors. We have tablet stands that can hold an iPad or an iPhone. We also have a variety of switches, some which are Bluetooth switches that you can connect to a tablet, so you don't have wires that get in the way. And we also have speech generating switches. And we also have wired switches as well as switch interfaces too. So there's just a variety of, this is just a sampling of some of the devices that we have to offer our students throughout the state. We also recommend various types of programs, such as typing programs, screen magnification software, applications for reading, writing, and math, for tablets as well as for computers. In addition to that, we also conduct assistive technology consultations during our low vision clinics. We do, as I mentioned before, the assistive technology evaluations, which are more involved for students. And then we also conduct trainings on the various types of devices we loan out, or other strategies or tools that the students may need to be able to access their environments and materials in their general education curriculum. So if you're thinking your student or a child you're working with could benefit from assistive technology, let us know. We'll brainstorm some ideas with you, and we're happy to come out to do that. So if anybody has any questions, we're happy to take those.
I don't have a question, but I just wanted to say that Fatima has been so wonderful to come to some of the homes of our birth to 3 families and bring equipment with her, and really be instrumental in helping us, figure out some of these, assistive devices for our kiddos that have been really successful. So I just wanted to say thank you. You really do serve the whole gamut.
Yes, so we serve kids in birth to 3 all the way up to high school. And we're happy to come out and share any thoughts that we may have to brainstorm ideas with you all for technology.
I also want to just kind of reiterate and that her and Cheryl's services of the lending library extend past students enrolled in NMS-BVI. So they truly really are working with every student and teacher and district across the state. So this is a program that really goes beyond the campuses and the walls of our buildings.
Yes, and I also wanted to emphasize too, we're pretty lucky here in New Mexico to be able to have a technology lending library to loan devices out to students. Some states do not have that.
Yes, most states do not have this. This is a very unique and awesome program for our state.
That's what I was going to say, because this is Julie. I remember we've had a couple of times where a district that's never had a student with a visual impairment has one, and maybe got some money set aside and like real quick to go and open a catalog and just order this big magnification device, whereas we can go in and look at, they'll go in and see, okay, it has to be portable because this is a high school student, they have 7 classes, and what do they need, what's their field of vision like, because sometimes too big is not, really look at what, and let them try a few things before they spend $3,000 or $4,000 on something that's maybe not practical. So it's just a better use of funds for public school districts also.
Exactly, and it helps that we're able to go out and actually see the student, and maybe there's something else that the teacher may not have thought of that we can think of that might be more appropriate.
Thank you, Fatima. This is Cheryl. One thing I wanted to add is, when we go in to do evaluations, especially on the older kiddos, they don't want to look any different. They don't want to try this. And I always tell them, I'm going to throw everything I possibly can at you to at least try. Because right now, while you're in public education, it's free to you. Once you get out of school, not so much. And I said, even though you might not think you're going to use it now, at some point in time, you might think back and say, "What? Gosh, I wish I had one of those things that she showed me." Mm-hmm. And so even though they don't want to look any different, they don't want to try anything different, I always tell them that. Try it now while it's easily accessible to you, because later in life, maybe not so much. So,
or if you move out of our state.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So
that's awesome. Thanks, Cheryl.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Innovations Fair 2022, statewide support through the NMS-BVI Assistive Technology Lending Library. For more information, contact Fatima Portugal, Assistive Technology Consultant, NMS-BVI. Email Carmel Portugal, CarmelPortugal @nmsbvi.k12.nm.us, and Cheryl Petrie, Assistive Technology Consultant, NMS-BVI. Email Cheryl Petrie, CHERYLPETREE @nmsbvi.k12.nm.us.